When it comes to global warming, pollution, climate disruption, we're facing a planetary emergency. Every single day, we're emitting 90 million tons of global warming pollution into the atmosphere.
That was Dr. Alan Hershkowitz, senior scientist at the Natural Resources Defense Council and senior advisor to the newly formed Green Sports Alliance, a coalition of professional sports teams and venues in the Pacific Northwest. The Seahawks, Quest Field, and Quest Field Events Center have joined forces with Sounders FC, the Mariners, the Portland Trail Blazers, Vancouver Canucks, and Seattle Storm in an effort to bring about a substantial reduction in their impact on the environment.
In 2006, we took a look at our recycling efforts, which is what I'll focus on today, and our beginning measurement was 3.6% of the waste in Quest Field from all those fans was diverted to the landfill. 4 years later, in 2010, I'm proud to say that we increased that to over 57%. So it's something that we continue to work on today. Becoming a member of the Green Sports Alliance is another good step in the direction that we'd like to take, and we look forward to working with the rest of the teams on the panel and becoming great environmental stewards for Quest Field.
At a Safeco Field News conference, Dr. Hershkowitz pointed out the urgency of a worldwide effort to clean up the environment.
For the last 20 years, we have been cutting down an acre of tropical forest every second. As a result, biodiversity loss and extinction rates are at historic levels. Water scarcity is going to rival sea level rise as one of the consequences of global climate disruption. The Colorado River is at the lowest levels it's been since records began being kept at least 90 years ago. 30 million people in 7 states in Mexico get their water from the Colorado River. It doesn't reach the ocean anymore. Lake Mead is half empty. It will never be full again. It supplies all the water to Las Vegas and, of course, the water for the power coming out of Hoover Dam. Water scarcity is an urgent global issue. They're selling water on the black market in Spain.
Getting all these professional sports teams and venues together on this project should give tremendous traction to the message of the Green Sports Alliance.
The environmental pressures that we're dealing with are urgent, and there is no one single solution. And by the way, the Green Sports Alliance is not going to save the planet. There is no one single solution that can do that. But the supply chain of sports engenders hundreds of billions of dollars of industrial activity. Professional sports consistently ranks among the single highest watched TV shows in the world. Less than 20%, 18% of Americans say they pay attention to science of any kind at all, including environmental science. And yet 56% of Americans say they regularly pay attention to sports. If you want to change the world, you don't emphasize how different you are from everybody else. You go to where Americans are at.
Each of the other partners shared examples of their environmental efforts in recent years and their plans for the future. Those efforts are supported by leaders across the world of sports.
When Bud Selig says, as he has, that environmentalism is a socially responsible cause for baseball in the same way that hiring Jackie Robinson was a socially responsible cause of baseball, that has enormous historic resonance. It takes the environmental movement to a mainstream place in American society that we have never achieved.
The Green Sports Alliance will host its inaugural Green Sports Summit in Portland this coming August.